We've been talking all things climate change just now with Walking Mountain Science Center, but we're going to kind of segue perfectly into introducing you to Knapp Harvest and Cary Hogan, because they're all working together to bring the climate change and bring it all to fruition for Earth Day tomorrow. And so good morning, Cary.
Good morning, and I love following Walking Mountain Science. You know, Knapp Ranch has been working with them for quite some time. We love to collaborate in the community. I loved what you said about that, coming together around a really important issue. And tomorrow is Earth Day, but every day should be Earth Day.
I agree.
It's not just a bumper sticker that you put on your car. You really need to start taking some action personally to start helping the planet. It really, I was very close, 2.5 miles from a fire this weekend down in Gypsum. We are seeing lots of fires, we're seeing lots of wind, we're seeing lots of climate change right here. So what we're trying to encourage people to do is a couple things. One is to participate in these events because you learn so much. I always learn something from Walking Mountains, always. And we will be with Knapp Harvest, showing not only our bees with Knapp's nectar, but also some of the products we sell at Knapp Harvest that are sustainable and good for the earth. So we will have a table there, a couple tables, and you'll be able to talk to our honey expert, our queen bee. And you know, speaking of that, I'm going to hit hard a little bit on Earth Day. We lost a hive again this week. And I can't tell you how that devastates somebody. I lost mine last year, and you can see I'm trying to get teary, but this is right in our backyard. And so we really need to start looking at this. I got out of work yesterday and I drove out and I saw all these little yellow signs all around Eagle Ranch, right in front of the movie theater where kids play, all sorts of stuff. And you know what those little flags said? Pesticide applied, had a circle with the child and the pet with an X through it. So what were these kids supposed to do? It's in the air. Yeah. What are the bees supposed to do? What are your pets supposed to do? So one of the things you were talking about and one of the things she was talking about is take action. So this morning I'll be very busy calling the town of Eagle, asking them to what can we do to help support, you know, natural insecticides. We're in the mountains. Yeah. If you are worried about weeds in your garden or weeds in your yard and dandelions, this isn't suburbia. This is the mountains. So when you poison weeds to make your garden look like, or your lawn look perfectly green, you have just killed a lot of pollinators and also made the air quality in our beautiful mountains less. So I'm on a little bit of a soapbox because I really believe that it takes the individual to start making a difference. We listened to the 4-H kids the other day with such a plea of please don't spray. They lost hives last year. We are out there fighting every day for our climate. And it really helps when the community's around it. So when we can collaborate like that, if we even hit 3 ears that make a difference, that call their homeowners association and say, hey, what are we spraying? What are we doing? Yeah. That is where your voice matters, and so does your money. So when you know, money comes from where you speak, and so, you know, use your money to make a difference. Don't support things like that. Pick up the phone, call people, talk to your senators. There's a lot of things we can do in the community to put pressure on our officials to understand, and we have to do it in our community so that it makes a difference in our state, so it makes a difference in our nation, so it makes a difference in our world. And it really does start right with you. Start making decisions. Like you said, you have your Swedish dishcloth. It's little things like that. When I'm cleaning and I know everything is perfectly good for the planet, perfectly fine, white vinegar, borax, that kind of thing, I feel good. And I think that's, you know, what Earth Day is about, is to bring attention back.
I think it's really important, and you've covered so many things. Really quickly, I want to go back to the fact that you just said you can call your local officials. Yes, now, this sounds like something that's really, really scary.
It does.
Luckily, we voted all of them in. We know most of them here, and we respect them. But also, if you're worried about that, that's something that Walking Mountain Science is going to cover in the course of the next 9 days, and how to help you get in contact about this climate change. I recently just started buying a lot of plants.
Yes, that's that time of year.
It is that time of year. And I'm like, okay, so Mom, if I go outside and I just start throwing sunflower seeds to the wind in my
Right.
backyard, will some of them stick? And she's like, I have no idea, but
Yeah.
like, try it.
Well, and that's true. And you can always come to us too, because don't forget, we also, have an organic farm. We have Knapp's Garden Center, Knapp Harvest. We are there for information. So we'll help you. We've got lots of wildflower bombs. It's a little early yet, even though it's a nice day outside today, but you do want to, or you get to buy the plants twice. That's another joke we have in the mountains. Is you plant once and you go, oh, whoops, I didn't think it was going to snow again. And
Right.
you plant again.
You're
But
not safe to plant outside until
not
after
quite,
Mother's Day.
but spreading seeds pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. So I really love what you're saying, because you really can. We sell all sorts of pollinator seeds and things like that. There's an area you want to rip up in your lawn. Lawns take a lot of gas to mow the lawn. It's a lot of your time. And you're mowing up the dandelions, which are the first bee food. So dandelions are pretty. If you go past a meadow with all those horses and cows and there's dandelions up there, what's wrong with that?
Not only that, but if you know the dandelions are safe, like
Yeah.
we grow them kind of sporadically throughout
Sure.
this patch of yard that we kind of have. And we know that there's no gas on them. We know that there's no pesticides on them because we don't do any of that. We let them grow because I respect you so much and the bees.
That is a riot. Well, and you know what else dandelions are doing? They're telling you need calcium in your soil. So when they come up like this, they are opening up and bringing down and converting calcium, closing up and going into your lawn. So every time you disturb that, you actually are causing more calcium deficiency. So we can really learn from nature. It's what I love about walking mountains. They start with our kids. That's important.
But also, you can pick the leaves off of the
Yeah.
dandelions.
Oh, and you eat 'em.
And eat them.
They're so good for you.
If you go to the grocery store and you buy that plastic container with the mixed greens, the mixed spring greens in it, half of it is dandelions.
Yeah, and they're so good for you. I mean, they've been known to not only do they help you with calcium and minerals, but help with dementia. So I've been out there in the backyard grazing like a cow. If I just kidding. But anyway, I mean, really, nature is a lot smarter than we think or we thought. And that's what we're learning too, is going back to nature. Half of our medicines and things like that come from our rainforests. So the more we are cutting them down, we're actually harming ourselves. So it's just very counterproductive. Let's get on the same page, people.
Well, right. And it's that time of year where we're going to start seeing those bees come out a lot. And the hummingbirds are going to start
I
coming
saw one
back.
yesterday.
Oh, I've been talking to someone about, have you seen a hummingbird yet? And I was like, I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen one yet.
So excited to see it. And I had my hummingbird feeders up, so I felt good. Hummingbirds will come back to where they know the feeders were last year. So this is about the time of year to get your feeders out too.
See, these are all great things for me to be learning. I just need to come and spend some time at Knapp Harvest with you and just hang out and get some wildflower seed bombs.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm in the market for right now.
I know. They call them bombs. I don't know, but anyway.
You just drop them and they just like explode with seeds.
It's a good bomb. It's a really good bomb.
Cary, thank you so
You
much
are so
for coming in
welcome.
and giving us all this great information and taking those steps forward that you do for our community and for our climate. I know you're a huge advocate and we appreciate it so much.
You are welcome, and thank you very much, Maddie, for helping me get the message out.
Oh, we love to help you get the message out. Make sure that you check out Knapp Harvest down there in Eagle because it's a beautiful place to go. They've got so many great resources and they've got so many things that will help you be sustainable. I have bought one of these in my kitchen and it has replaced probably many rolls of paper towels. So make sure that you go, you buy these. They're great. They've got so many other options and they'll help you plant your flowers according to the season correctly. We're going to take a short break and when we come back, we've got just a little Good Morning Vail left.